Hello and welcome to Absolute Card Openings, and today it is the day we've finally been waiting for. After 2 months of delay, the Digimon cards have turned up, and today we're doing the starter decks because I kind of wanted to see like how a deck is structured and stuff since it's new. So we're going to be doing them, but each box is, as you might be seeing on screen there, includes a single booster pack as well, which is great. Now I'm just going to move these two out the way because I don't want to look at them, because I looked at this box first. It's the first one I looked at, and it has like the card list of the the deck in here. So I don't really want to look at the other two because I haven't seen them yet, and I kind of want to be a bit of a surprise. So we're going to start with Matt here. I am loving I haven't seen the new anime yet. I want to. I've still been waiting for it to be dubbed because I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's because I grew up on the OG dubbed Digimon, and I kind of prefer to watch anime in my own language because I'm a bit of a slow reader, and I prefer to be able to concentrate on the whole thing. And with anime I've watched like before, I prefer it in dubbed because I can just have it on in the background. Can't really do that with subbed. But anyway, enough of the sub dub battle. Uh, let's get into it. Oh yeah, another thing before starting, just remembered. It tells you the types of cards you have on the back here. There are 4 types of cards. You have Digimon cards. You may pay memory cost to play or digivolve these cards. They can also make attacks. You've got your Digi-Egg cards. Digi-Egg decks can contain up to 5 cards. Digi-Egg cards can be hatched or digivolved from the breeding area. And then you've got Tamer cards. And Tamer cards have various useful effects. If you have multiple Tamers in play, their effects stack, so that's quite a handy thing to have when you're playing. And you have option cards. These cards have conditions that must be met before you can use them. They can help give you an advantage in battle. Right, so they're the 4 types of cards. There's 54 cards in the deck. So you get and you get 1 memory gauge card, or 2 even, 2 index cards, and 1 booster pack from the version 1.0 set, which I also have 2 boxes of, which we'll do another day. So it's actually very nicely packaged in like, ooh, Diaborum. And there's 12 cards per pack as well in the booster packs. The booster box says 12 cards per pack, and you get 24 packs. So you get quite a bit in there as well in those boxes and the packs. So we'll move the pack aside for now because we're going to do the deck. And as you can see, we have Sunomon on the top. I'm just trying to find somewhere to put the plastic. I'll just dump it on the floor and deal with it a bit later. Now, I don't know what we got here. First off, I'm loving the back design of these. If you bear with me, I am liking it. I'm just doing a comparison here because I do have like a load of old OG Digimon cards back from when it first came out. I'm not sure which design I like more, come to look at it. I prefer the logo being like this. It's a bit more universal to be used with all Digimon, where this one, because you got the OG Digivice in there, you can only really use it for like Adventure 1 and Adventure 02, really. And if you're wondering, now it's just a random Greymon card I picked up out of the drawer over there. You have here with it, you got here, now these are either the index cards or the memory gauge cards, these two. I'm guessing memory gauge. And then what we got here, basically the game instructions on 2 little cards, which is kind of interesting. Kind of like they're keeping with the card motif sort of thing going on there. So these things on Matt's thing, you got the crest of friendship, but this little circle pops out, and got more instructions on the back. Because there's so much writing here on the instructions, I'm not really going to go into that. But you'll be able to find like stuff online, like it says here, use a Digimon card game tutorial app to learn to play in a flash, and you can download that from world.digimoncard.com. So check that out. Now let's get it into this deck now. You see, we've got Sunamon, and based on this Sunamon art, I'm kind of liking the OG kind of primary village thing, like in the background. There's not too much going on the card, which I also like. It just tells you what you can do on your turn. You know, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP when battling an opponent's Digimon has no Digivolution cards. Level 2, Sunamon ST. So starter deck 2001. And that is uncommon, I'm guessing there. So we'll just go around it. We've got 2 Sunamons. So another Sunamon. Another Sunamon in here. Many Sunamons. Ooh, Gomamon. Not expecting Gomamon. So this is a deck. It's again, I'm actually just gonna slap them on the side. It's a bit weird to keep going back and forth. So we'll go for a few Gomamons. Quite many a few. Then we go to Gabumon. As much as I like that Gomamon playing in the sun, it's very Gomamon, to be honest. I am liking this. Sorry, the camera's suddenly focusing on the level for some reason to focus. Oh, look at that. It's suddenly sorted itself out by itself. I don't know why it's done that, but anyway, Gabumon. So we're going to have, I'm assuming, a few of the same stuff's going on here, Gabumon. Bearmon. So we're getting a few rookies, which I'm guessing by level 2 or 3 is rookie level 2 being in training. I'm just going to move that pack out of the way because it's sort of in the way there. So a few, and then we got Ikakumon, a few of them. Quite a few. So we get about 3 or 4 of each going on. So is this, I know it's primarily Matt is at deck, but we also again like Joe stuff. So that's a really cool artwork right there. With these cards, because they're primarily the artwork more than anything else, that's more what I'm going to be commenting on. And since I haven't read the rules, I don't really know the rules of this game. I can't really comment on playability or how this deck is structured, because I without knowing the rules, I won't really know if it. I mean, it will be structured like well, because it's a starter deck. You know, Grizzlymon, many Grizzlymons. Oh, where Garurumon? Damn, that is some nice artwork. I'm not surprised by it turning up, to be honest. And well, I am a little. I don't know why I am. Anyway, so we're gonna have a few of these. Oh, I just realised level 5's got a holographic level as well. I've seen some form of holo appearing, and soon. So we're gonna go to Zudomon, which I swear that is taken straight from the anime. I think. I'm not sure Digimon actually had them before the original anime had a manga series. I wouldn't quote me on it. My knowledge of Digimon really is just a series. I've played some of the games like Rumble Arena, a bit of Rumble Arena 2, Digimon World 1, which I had 2 copies of, and I think I said this before. I had 2 copies of it. One copy went missing, so I got another copy. And that copy went missing. And I have no idea what happened to them. So we're going to have a lot of Zudomon. So I'm guessing the follow are going to be Metal Garurumon and whatever Zudomon Digivolved into in Digimon Adventure Try. It took me a while to watch Adventure Try. It was alright, but it didn't feel like Digimon to me. Plesiomon. That's a kind of hollow, I think. Yeah, kind of. It's not like this kind of hollow, but it's got like a hollow like background, if not background, but border. Like all along here is like a kind of foil, like the level 6. So I'm guessing I don't know what that really signifies. It is a rare. Now, this is a super rare, this Metal Garoon one, and it looks fantastic. It's also full art, I've noticed. Actually, so was the Plesium one, which is also full art. And so we're gonna have a couple of those, and then we got our tamer card. I'm still not fond of the word tamer. It was used for one season, and that was about it. It was Digidestined for like 2 seasons. I think they used Digidestined for after Tamers as well, I think, at some point. I honestly can't remember. It's been a while. So we're going to have probably a few mats. Maybe a Joe? No? And then we've got these, which I'm guessing are the option cards. So they're going to be like Larzudomon, like Hammer Spark and Sorrow Blue here. Nice Kaiser Nail. Activate this card's main effect. Security activate this card's effect. I don't really know. It's a security effect. I don't know. I will go over the rule cards in my spare time. Go back to those Sunan ones from the beginning. I will go over the rules in my spare time, so I have an understanding of how it plays. Because I'm getting the feeling it's gonna play kind of like Pokemon does. I find Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a much easier game to follow in terms of rules and whatnot. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to save all of the booster packs from these until after we've gone through all of the decks. So it's got Tie and a TK one to do. Right, so again with the Tie deck, you get your counter tour cards and rule cards, all of which we'll go through later date. So we're going to have like probably 4 of each sort of card like we did with the matte one, I'm guessing. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 Koromons. So I'm guessing they're putting 2 of like the Digidestined into a deck. So basically had Matt and Joe in the Matt deck. So because we've got Biomon now, I'm guessing we're sort of getting the Tai and Sora sort of one. So I'm guessing TK is probably going to have Kari in it. And then there were 3 more decks coming where Izzy is the main one on that, which I mainly wanted to get, and then 2 more Tie and Matt ones. But I don't really know if that's kind of how it's going or what. And I'm only saying it is Tie and Sora based on Digimon partners, not there's like a deck built around those characters. So we're gonna have like 4 Beamons, and that's a really nice artwork of Beamon. I didn't really care for Beamon, really. I mean, he was an alright character, but it wasn't like my favorite Tentamon. It's my boy, my G, you know. So, although the Beamon in Digimon Data Squad, I really did kind of enjoy his story, because he turned up, befriended a little girl, and then he was killed over and over and over by the Digimon until we forgot her. And just the when they meet again, like when the world's digital world and the real world are sort of gonna collide with each other, and Beamon turns up again after having forgotten Christy, and just the heartbreak on her face and everything just gets you right in the feels. Anyway, we've got Agumon with his pepper breath. I'm guessing that's Infinity Mountain behind him. Thinking about it. So this background's probably all Fire Island. And we've got Dracomon. I don't recall this guy. He might be in the new anime, where I might go and check that out and watch it subbed. I don't really have much of a preference, subbed or dubbed, in terms of like acting and story wise. I get that some things are tweaked for like Western audiences, fair enough, and some stuff doesn't translate into spoken English that well, or written English, to be honest, based on some subs. How did this end up being a sub versus dubbed thing? And damn, Bertramon! That artwork, the whole bird in the flames thing, Jesus. That is some fantastic artwork. This is mostly going to be, in these days, comments on artwork more than anything else, but bloody hell, that is fantastic. And then we get our 4, and then we get Quadramon? I think that says. It's no, like a flying T-Rex sort of thing, a dragon, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing we should have our Greymon with his, what was he? I haven't watched Digimon in a while, I will admit. And I might actually start rewatching it again since I got the first 4 seasons on DVD, because in the UK anyway, that's all we have. Manga UK haven't put Data Squad or what was it? Data Squad and Fusion? Whatever. I did watch Fusion. It was kind of weird. I wasn't too. The premise of it was kind of weird. Like Frontier people gave a hard time because they didn't have a partners. They sort of became the Digimon. I really enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed the story of it. If you let go of that, they don't have a Digimon partner sort of thing. But Fusion was just kind of weird. It was more kind of like Pokemon in a sense where he just, I say in a sense, it's like, because he wasn't capturing all these Digimon, but he just ended up with a massive team where he just went out, got a team of Digimon so they could combine them together. But it felt more Pokemon-ish than it did Digimon. Okay, so we only got 2 Greymons, and we got Garudamon. I always did enjoy Garudamon. I have a little figure of Garudamon, but its arm sort of came off. Something about me when I was younger, whenever I was playing with toys, I'd always lose an arm, like action figures, or a leg. So we get more Garudamons than we do Greymons. Then we got Metal Greymon, and I'm actually, what's happening in the background there? It's like, oh, there's another Metal. No, it isn't. Yeah, what is in the background? I know what it is. I just can't think of the name. The best way I can think of, try and make you understand, realize what it is, if it will focus on the card. And like in the background, in Adventure 01, when they're in the city hiding from like Machine Drumon's forces, and they're looking for like medicine for Kari, like Ty and Izzy, and then there's like these 2 different Digimon with wings and like arms and no legs, but like a snake body, if you know what I mean, with like guns for hands. The orange one, if you know what I'm talking about. And Phoenixmon, which I've only watched Adventure Tribe once. So was that the mega form of? I think it was. It might have been. I need to go back and rewatch everything, I guess. But that's some nice artwork. And there it is. War Greymon. I loved War Greymon. It was like the best. Probably, I actually think I prefer him to Omnimon, and Omnimon is probably the strongest thing out there in the digital world. Even though he gets beat a couple of times, especially in the movies, that doesn't matter to everyone. Omnimon is peak Digimon, but War Greymon is probably everyone's favorite. War Greymon is basically the Charizard of Digimon. Let's be honest. And we got two of those as well. Nice super rare. And then we got our rare Tai Kamiya. Play this card without playing its memory cost. Okay, so you got your play cost up here. I just noticed like 2. Cool. And then you got your option cards. Shadow Wing. Starlight Explosion. So I'm guessing these are like the moves you can do. Giga Destroyer. And Giga Force. No Great Tornado though. Okay, we're moving on to our last box. The Anjumon. Okay, here we go. So we're going to have Tokomon and Poyomon as well in the background there. I did like the whole climax to like Devimon. I think it was that really, really set Digimon apart from Pokemon. I say that, but really they were never the same at all from the beginning. Like anime wise, Digimon is far superior than Pokemon when it comes to the anime and the show. Games, yeah, that's kind of obvious and stuff. which one is superior, but everyone's like, oh, Pokemon is the best. Digimon copied it. And if you actually sit down and watch both, you'd realize that Pokemon, you just do the same thing over and over and over and over again, pretty much episode after season after season for like 20 years now. 25 actually. Digimon, I mean, yeah, it wasn't the same characters over and over, but they actually dealt with like kind of real world issues and sort of stuff. Like they dealt with having to be looking after themselves, sort of fending for themselves. Even if they had a partner to protect them, they had to kind of do that. They had to grow up rather fast. They also had to deal with loss of like their friends and partners, and Leomon in every single Digimon ever. They really, they really, Leomon gets a bad shtick in every season. Like the second season is like it was a bit more kid friendly than the first one in my opinion, but they also added the dilemma of, to them these are living creatures, we can't murder them, even though they did that a lot in the first one, but different mentalities of them and the etc. In Tamers you had the whole like Leomon, poor dude, the sort of like with the whole thing with Jerry and like the depression, grief, and everything that would send her down that spiral, the guilt of like Edmond and everything, all that stuff. And then you got all the stuff in Fusion, which is kind of messed up on the family's sort of perspective, if you think about it. Splitting up twins and not telling each other about them, each other, and saying that, oh yeah, the other one, your mother, yeah, she's dead. Douchebag of a dad. The mother, who's just ill, and the grandmother on her deathbed tells Koichi, and it's like, some shit goes down. But I think my favorite one, I really stand Pokemon and Digimon apart in terms of content, maturity, and like generally going on about world kind of issues and history sort of stuff as well, is Data Squad. People don't really talk about it. Like um after Frontier, people like didn't give that a chance because they had no partners, they became Digimon, etc. I said that before. So when it came to Data Squad, it sort of like just went under the carpet unnoticed. And it's like, if you watch it, like, damn, everyone thought Tamers was dark. Data Squad is probably dark, even darker. Like, there are two actual genocides in the show of humans being the actual, not like controlled or whatever under a dark force like Ken was in Adventure 02, but an actual evil human going to the digital world twice to commit genocide and kill an orphan, not an orphan, but a human baby got sucked into the digital world, killed his mother, basically, Frigimon, in front of him. And for some reason they gave him the whole, me can't talk good because me grew up in forest like Jungle Boy, even though all Digimon can speak perfect English. Or Japanese, depending on if you watch subbed or dubbed. Anyway, let's get on with this. So we've got Tokomon. Lots of Tokomon. Yeah, I know I called it Salomon, so we've got a TK Kari sort of thing going on. The one thing I'm still say about these decks, in terms of being like two of the Digidestined, it's a bit disappointing that the Tamer card is only, like, in this instance will be TK because he is the one on the box, as opposed to giving like TK and Kari. But maybe they'll change that. Maybe in future decks, maybe they just did that so you'd have to buy booster packs to try and add those Tamers to your deck. Then we got Tapermon. Did enjoy Tapermon. He sort of changed a bit over the course. Like in Frontier, he gave you bad dreams or good dreams, and he ate them, stuff like that. Patamon, enjoying Primary Village there, and Angemon. The one thing I disliked about what they did, primarily in Adventure 2, was what they did to Angemon. He was so powerful. Okay, he was a champion level, and he was like the only one out of all of them who had Digivolve Tournament who could hurt my Otismon. Okay, and he actually hurt Piedmon as a champion level. And he actually, you know, and it was only his ultimate level defeated Piedmon, probably the most powerful of the Dark Masters, something the others were just not able to do. And he did it as an ultimate level. And then you get into Adventure 02, and okay, he can't digivolve because Patamon can't digivolve because of spies. Yeah, fine. But then it's like, oh no, he's not effective against these Digimon because they're actually control spires transformed to look like Digimon. You're like, really? Oh well, I guess so. And then we get actual Digimon, and he's just useless. They never use him, even despite him being so powerful, or he just gets beaten up. And like when he becomes Magna Angemon against Black War Greymon, okay, yeah, you can say it's because he's a control spire Digimon, but still, we finally get our second time with Magna Angemon, and you don't let him be a badass. Though at least he was the only one close enough to beating the crap out of Black War Greymon. And then we got Gatomon jumping over Salomon. Like that. Oh, Unimon. I remember Unimon. So I actually think the Unimon episode with Joe was one of the first episodes I remember watching. I just realised I'm tipping the cards up because I'm kind of trying to read and look at them. There's no writing on that. I couldn't tell because it's like yellow, and you never want to put white writing on yellow background. So now we've got Magna Angemon with that gold little foil bordering that you can't really see. You can kind of see it in the reflection there at the bottom right corner. Basically got that all the way around them. It's kind of cool. And then, ooh, Anja Woman. Very interesting camera position for this card, not gonna lie. But Anja Woman, just the whole Myotis Monarch, the best thing of Digimon ever. And of course having Anja Woman turn up, and then Magnadramon. So this was the original Mega level for Gatomon, and was in like in one of the movies. Actually, I think it's the first, because in dubbed, the first movie was like 3 movies put together or something, if I remember correctly. And it's like, so they went to their mega levels, and it was Seraphimon, which is now called Seraphimon, I think, and Magnadramon to unleash the Golden Armor Digi-Eggs. And now they've changed it mostly because of Frontier having Lady Ophanimon, so they changed it, I guess, in a Digimon Adventure tried to have Ophanimon as Gatomon's mega level. I'm guessing. Instead of Magnadramon. And there he is, Seraphimon. I love Seraphimon artwork. I just love this look because this is the first time you sort of see him go into battle, like in Frontier and Adventure Try. This is the pose he gives you. This is what you get during his Digivolution. It is phenomenal. I do love this so much. It's art. And then we've got TK. I do like. I see they still got the massive shoes. I didn't actually look at Ty and Matt too much. I didn't see if they've got the massive gloves. And then here we go. We've got Heaven's Gate from the option cards. Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Charm. I remember that greatly. Holy Flame. And 7 Heavens. I remember 7-7 because that's what killed Seraphimon in Frontier, because it got reflected back to him by probably one of my favourite, even though it was a henchman villain, one of my favourite villains of Digimon, because he had this very deep sort of like voice and spoken like Shakespearean writings, and like that. I loved it. That's what I can say. I loved it. Okay, well those were the decks. So we have here 3 special boosters Well, release special boost. I don't know what, because like all version 1.1, like the box is release special boosted version 1.0. So I don't know. We go on with this, and we'll do it in this order because since we got 2 Deoboromons and 1 Omnimon, I like that they're 12 cards a pack. We'll see if that means good pulls or what. But I mean, in terms of trying to do a collection, if there's like a lot of, even if they're uncommon and stuff, it's quicker to get them. But because I'm so used to, in terms of my opens, I've mostly been doing Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Japanese Pokemon, and they're like 5 cards to a pack. So this feels really, really thick to me at the minute. But first off, let's just enjoy this artwork of the Oboromon. That's fantastic. Let's see, you got 187 types in total. I'm just reading on the back here. It says 69 commons, giggity, 50 uncommons, 45 rares, 20 super rares, and 3 secret rares. And then you've also got 17 alternative art cards aside from the above 187. I do like that it does give you the amount of what, like, that's not the set list, but it tells you how many are in each bracket in the set of like rarity, and that there are 17 alternative art cards. And actually, thinking about it, with each box, I'm just because I got them either side, it does say 1 alternative art card plus 1 special box promotion pack. And I wonder if that's these, because I don't know, because these just came loose with my order with the boxes. It's 1 card in each pack. I got 4 of them came with me. It's a dash pack. I don't know if that's meant to be the special promotion pack that's inside, but then that just says 1 and I got 4 and I bought 2 boxes. So I don't know if these are just because of like a sorry that everything was delayed 2 months or what. Because not on the invoice. So when we open up the boxes, I'll go into those again. When we go into the boxes though, we'll find out. So anyway, I don't know if there's a card trick with this, so we'll do 1 and we'll just see where you get a nice counter card here. Oh, and we've got a Wizardmon straight off. Wizardmon's Sacrifice, one of the greatest moments ever. Tyrannomon. Gravity Crush, that's an option card. Kokatorimon. I remember him chasing Mimi and Sora, who were just running around in towels. Anyway, Dark Tyrannomon. Nice. Metal Tyrannomon. A lot of Tyrannomons going on. Metal Tyrannomon looks freaky as hell. Elecmon. Frymon. Megadramon. It was Megadramon. I was thinking something like Megadramon. That is what I meant by the one in the background of Metal Greymon in the tie deck. Megadramon. And then it's Saber Leomon. Lilymon, yes. And that, and this has got the hollow level 5 and border as well. And we have this must be, is this an alternative art Angemon? Because like, is the Angemon in the deck, you know, the main one? I don't know. We'll find out, but that's really nice artwork as well. It's using his Angel's Rod there. Okay, and so now we're going to be doing the Omnimon, Metalgrumon, or Greymon pack. So you get your counter card. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Sorry, I did. Oh man, Pumpkinmon. And he's at the, I say the arcade, but it's technically a gambling establishment where he and Gatsumon went. It was kind of a filler episode, but that was an episode that they mentioned like a couple of times after, and I really loved it because it's just like one of those moments when, with what happened to Pumpkinmon and Gatsumon, that really hit TK and Matt and stayed with them, that they just thought about it even like years later in like the 2nd season. Leomon. Numamon. Hey. And we've got Hornbuster. Oh, it's a Sukaimon, I think it's called. It's like a weird, dark Patamon, Pagumon, those bastards. Every time I see these guys, they're always complete dickheads. Is what they did in Adventure 01. And then when they tried to eat JP, because he fed them chocolate and he ran out, it's like, oh yeah, let's eat the fat guy. Muchomon? I want to say Muchomon? Muchomon? Megatramon? Oh, we got Devimon! He's an uncommon. That seems a bit... I feel like Devimon should be a bit more than that. Like, jeez. When this Digimon is deleted after losing a battle, delete the Digimon it was battling. Damn. So, basically, to kill Devimon, you gotta kill yourself, which is basically what Angemon did. I feel like he should be like a hollow or something. Petermon. Okay. Got a Peter Pan sort of dude going on here. Ooh, Mad Dog Fire. That's a... Wait a minute. No! Super Rare Garudamon! I need to get some sleeves out for this. Damn. We actually got a super rare out of this. Now these in terms of size cards, they're around Pokemon card size, but I think they're just a little bit smaller maybe, but they're bigger than Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Okay, we've got our number card there. Why do they keep changing the focus? Anyway, so we've got Golden Ripper, Armadillomon, Great Tornado, there it is. I was certain about Great Tornado. We got it. Hagugor... God. Hagaguru... I can't pronounce that. Aquagam... Some of these are doing... Akuwamon. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. It's been so long for me to watch Digimon that I actually can't remember how to pronounce some of these. Gorillamon. Nuclear Laser. Radiation Blade. Oh, that's Wargroundmon. Okay. Mon. Okay. Don't know that one. Kurisarimon. Trump Sword. We've got a Piedmon option. I guess these are attacks, these cards. And we got a Wargreymon as well. Yeah, boy. Super rare Wargreymon. Oh yeah, that was the last one. So we, out of the 2 packs, we did get 2 super rares. Garudamon and Wargreymon. I won't really know about prices. I will have a look around, try and make some rough estimations about prices for the cards based on like eBay and stuff and TCG Player. But if I can't find really anything, I probably won't put a price on the video. But we'll find out once it really gets going. So this is gonna be a big long video. But yeah, thanks for watching. I had a blast getting to see some of these old faces and creatures again and some new ones. So hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. And as always, comment. Your comments can help me improve. Give me some constructive criticism. Tell me what you'd like to see in the future, you know? But since it's been a long recording, I'm going to rush through this. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.